Hey, what is up, guys? DRC3 here with the launch of Black Clover Mobile, and here we go. 3 seconds. I am so excited to see what this game has in store for us. Touch to start. Let's go. Here we go. Here we go. I honestly can't wait to watch this on global when we have a global translation. But for now, obviously, we're going to be skipping the stories after this point because we can't read them. So yeah, let's get into the game and see how it looks when we move around. All right, and then do we always have to click over in the left corner? Okay, that's kind of annoying. I guess we could use... Yeah, let's go ahead and all right, click this, and okay, so gold, so I'll tell you guys a little bit about what I already know getting into this. Gold can be used to purchase story tickets, and you're gonna have to purchase story tickets in order to progress the story, and you can do that free to play, or you can actually buy them. Of course, buying them on the JP servers or KR Korean servers is a little bit harder than global. As for global, when will global be coming out? I've had people ask and wonder when that's happening. Well, pre-registration is already out, but for the actual release of the game, probably sometime June, like late June or July. Hard to say though. We don't have an exact date yet, right? But gold is a currency you use to purchase story tickets. This is going to be your summon currency here, and then I have no clue what this is. Yeah, I think it's used to level up characters, maybe, I don't know, but we'll see as we go. So episode 1, we'll go ahead and start. I love, this is a mobile game, guys. Like, it looks so good. This is the intro. Of course, you can't change your settings, but once you get further into the game, you can actually change like your FPS settings and things like that. I think it's initially set to 30 frames per second, and you can change that to 60 frames per second. So keep that in mind. Go ahead and skip the story because we can't understand it, of course. Yep, great tutorial. Understand none of it. Once again, did not get a chance to play the beta, so we're just kind of figuring it out as we go. I wonder, can you just click like, you can just click like Grand Cross. Okay, good. So you don't actually have to move your character around. Just click the quest thing at the top right, like Grand Cross, and it takes you around, it looks like. So that's good information, right? Especially if you're a new player like myself. This is like the beginner of beginners guides right here, because that's what we are. Okay, and then now it's obviously showing us to click this to continue the quest. Whoa, wait, hold on. Hold on. That's a shiny barrel, and shiny barrels need to be destroyed. Okay, and we got gold out of it. Okay, back to doing this. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and skip. It's just their wood chopping contest. If you've seen the anime, you know how that ends. Okay. And perfect, we got those rewards from clearing episode 1. As for what I'm using, before we move on any further, people have asked, how do you download the game? How do you play it? I'm using Proton VPN. I use Q app to download the game. You guys can check my other videos for those resources on how to do that. I am playing off my phone, and yes, you'll see my mouse here. That's because of the system I'm using to actually play on my phone connected to my computer, but you can also do this through BlueStacks. I just prefer this method because it works better for me. But BlueStacks has an auto-translate feature as well that you can use, or you can take, like what I'm doing when I want to understand something. I don't have to right now, but you can take snipping screenshots of whatever you're looking at, and you can put it into Google Translate, and Google Translate can actually translate a photo. So that's how you can kind of tell what it's saying. So let's go ahead and... Well, I'll just show you guys what I'm talking about here so you guys can understand how to do this actually. Go ahead and look up the snipping tool if you want, or you can just take a screenshot. Either way. I prefer this way just because then I can use the screenshots later on Twitter and stuff like that, and it just looks a little bit nicer in format. Go ahead and actually we'll save that. And we've saved that now. I was on my other monitor, 2 monitors. Go ahead and open up the internet tab, browse your computer, and we'll go to our most recent capture here. And as you can see, it already automatically translated it right there, and it says a magic book grimoire award ceremony held once a year will ask to get the magic book and be able to use magic, and you will get some summoning gems from it. You'll get some gold, you'll get the skill card is what this is, and you'll get, it looks like a level up for I'm not sure if that's the character or a level up or how that works exactly, because I don't think we technically have any characters yet, and then obviously start quest. So let's go back into the game here. Press start quest, and then instead of running around, we can run around. Like obviously we can do all this. I don't like it being in the left hand corner though. I wish it was just a little bit. I wish I could just click anywhere like in Grand Cross, on the PC client, and run where I wanted, but that's all right. I get it, because like normally when people are playing, they're playing with their thumb in the bottom left corner like this right here, and I'm using my thumb at this point to move around. But so you can run around, walk up to the quest giver. It looks a little bit choppy right now because once again we can't change our frames yet until we get through this little intro, or you can do this to move to who you want to move to. All right. And we asked him some sort of question, not too worried about the actual context of this, of course. We'll go talk to this random person as well. All right, yep, And then now we go talk to Yuno. Yep, Got it, cool. Good conversation, I'm going to be the Wizard King, though. Not you. And we continue. So I think this is going to... It takes us into the ceremony, which is like the start of the game where we're actually able to start doing things. But we'll see. I will go ahead and skip this. We'll save the story for Global. I'll definitely read through the story when Global comes out. And I, of course, will be transitioning to Global as well. So we'll do that when Global comes out, but for now we're just going to try to figure out the game, learn the mechanics and things like that. I'm not sure what it wants us to do with this button. Okay, so it looks like you can rewatch a story at any point if you want, is essentially what that's saying, so you can go back and rewatch these stories. Okay, cool. I mean, that's nice. So if you want to go back and rewatch the stories later, same thing as, Grand Cross. You can go back and watch them later, so that's very nice. I think we're about to receive our grimoire. That would make the most logical sense. Okay, yep, Yuno got his grimoire. And this is, of course, this scene. We'll go ahead and skip. I think we're actually going to get to fight him here, so that'd be cool. Yep, we're going to get to fight him for our tutorial. Very cool. Let's go. I'll fight you. And now we'll get to take a look, our first look really, at the mechanics of the game. I've, of course, done my research. I understand a little bit about what the game is going to entail, but, not everything. So, can we skip this? Okay. So we have two, I believe these are our basic skills, and this is our special skill right here. Normally, I don't think your special skill is filled right away. You have to fill your special skill with your basic skills, which give you a special skill point each time you use them. I think the first one has a 1-turn cooldown, and the second one technically has a 2-turn cooldown, is how that works, or something like that. I'm not 100% on that, though. That's what I'm thinking. That's how I'm thinking it works, at least. You can choose who you target, and it tells you also in the game, like, there are, certain targets that you're going to be more effective against and certain targets you're going to be less effective against. Right here, we're going to be more effective against this target, greatly effective. This one, not. So we'll go ahead and target him. It's weird that they've made his chains a separate a separate enemy. That's funny. Okay, so we're still pretty good on health. And it's saying, yep, pretty much what I just said. 2-turn cooldown, it looks like. Yeah, for that second skill. And it fills up your special gauge, too, I believe. All right, so now we have a 1-turn cooldown on this one, I believe. So let's go ahead and attack. Okay, yeah, so 1-turn cooldown. We have it back up, obviously, already. So it's that turn, and then it comes back. 2 turns on this one, so you have this one pretty much all the time that you want to use it, but it's your basic attack essentially that doesn't do a whole lot of damage. Now we have our special attack. I believe we're allowed to use it right here, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to use our special attack here. Okay. Ooh, damn! Look at those muscles. Oh, and we're getting ultimate attacked. I hope we don't die. Can you skip animations? Oh, this is a scene. Okay, so apparently we can skip through this. Looks like. I mean, yep. Okay, now we have our grimoire and our sword. Let's go. So Asta has been upgraded. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and use this skill now. This looks like it's an attack all, maybe, by the way it looks, but who knows. And this time it's going to be effective against the chains. Alright, and that was not an attack all, but the chains are gone, so we'll take that. And if I really wanted to know what it was, you know, we could translate it. Which we'll do probably like when we get to the banners and stuff like that to see what the characters do. Or there is a website, link will be in the description. It's not updated yet, but they do have all the kits and stuff like that. Or they will have all the kits for the characters already translated and stuff like that. So that'll be helpful as well if you are trying to play on JP or KR before the global release. Alright, so it's saying we're at 8 out of 8 here on our special skill. Which we've already, you know, used before, but we'll use it now. And this time it's going to be different because we have our sword. And is this one, you can skip it as well. So let's go ahead and, if I can click it, drag it the rest of the way. Okay. And it looks like we have that. This is the end of the tutorial right here, as far as I know, I believe. And then we should hopefully be able to change our settings and mess with stuff and take a look at that. A good first look at the game, right? So this is the tutorial playthrough. Okay, yeah. Okay, we can skip all this. Let's, yep. You got a grimoire, Asta. Congratulations. I'm very happy for you. We got those rewards, of course, which are nice. Beautiful. We have Yuno as an SR attacker. Okay, so I believe we just get that for free, which is nice. We got an SSR skill page. Is this just a randomly awarded one, or is this for a specific character? Okay, so this is where we'll go ahead and we'll let's translate this real quick and see what it's saying here. Go ahead, file, save as, maybe, and then okay, saved. Switched our tabs here to Google, and we need to get rid of this one. Crash your computer, capture 2. All right. So SSR skill page activates passive skill when equipped in all classes, and Breath of Darkness skill page. It doesn't tell you who the skill page is for, though, apparently on the... who is this for? Who is the Breath of Darkness for? That's what I want to know. I mean, when we get into the character pages, I'm sure it will tell us, but it'd be nice if it told us right here. But, okay, so apparently it doesn't tell you right away. Good to know. Good to know. All right, cool. Continue. All right, Asta and Yuno having their little side conversation. Let me through it. Okay. And characters. Finally, we got okay. So free SR, Asta, and Yuno. I've done that twice now in 2 separate videos where I say his name completely wrong, like a dummy. All right, and okay, it's for Asta. Well, I guess I didn't need it to tell me. I didn't even need to do the translation because it was gonna give me the skill page regardless. But that's fine. Yeah, so we equip it to Asta, and basically what the skill pages do is they just increase like stats for your characters or give them extra crit rate or extra, just depending on what the skill page does, right? Just makes them better. It's like the equivalent kind of to a My Hero Ultra Impact memory is what a skill page is. All right, skill page passive and skill page active, and so yeah, you get those as well as part of the skill pages, which is cool. Go ahead and hit this. Okay, so you're able to level up your characters. Max level for an SR is level 40. I think for an SSR it's level 60. And then the cool thing is about this game is you can actually free to play level up your characters all the way to LRs. LRs is not something you summon. It's a rarity you can level your characters up to, but typically you're going to start with an SSR character you summon, level them up to a UR, and then level them up to a LR. All right, so we're able to take this right here. And it wants us to max whatever we chose, okay? And then level up Asta to level 3. Okay, so that's how you level up. And actually, this would probably be a decent page to translate real quick, because it would be helpful to know what those tabs said. So let's go ahead and let's translate this real quickly. I feel like this is a good page to translate right here. Like, this is a good screenshot to take, right? And I will be putting this on my Twitter as well, just so you guys can see it if you need, if it'll help you out at all. Go ahead and hit save. We'll just name this capture 3. Switch back to the internet tab, and we'll go ahead and browse computer. Capture 3. Hopefully it lets us, yeah, it still lets us translate. Okay, please select an item to use for enhancement, automatic selection, so that auto selects, and then you click strengthen to strengthen. Okay, that takes you back to the mage. You have your skills, you have equipment, which is different from your skill pages. You have favorability, which I believe is how you're like going to build favor with the characters. It's like the bond system, essentially trust, if you will, from My Hero Ultra Impact. And it gives you actually free gems. What are they called? Black gems, black clover gems, I don't know, black crystals, whatever they're called. It gives you those free gems that you need to summon. So that's nice that that's already in the game. We had to wait for it in My Hero Ultra Impact, so that's very cool. All right, going back to the game here. Let's go ahead and follow the instructions of what it wants us to do. Hit this. Okay, so we have all the different kingdoms in the loading screen, and this is the part right here that definitely reminds me of Grand Cross. It's such a mixture in my mind of, like, I know it's not, these are just the gachas like I play, but it's Grand Cross and My Hero mixed together, and so, like, this is the game for me, right? I definitely want to be playing it. All right, so we want to move around, and there's a bear in our path, so we should be able to fight him here, I believe. We should be able to fight him. Okay, so blah, blah, blah. Enemies can get in the way of your, like, the story. Go ahead and hit this. We want to add to our roster. We want to add Yuno to our roster. Okay, and I believe, yep, Asta and Yuno, whenever you see this, they have a perfect partner match, which means they hopefully have a bond skill, I believe. So we should be able to use their bond skill, which will be a new thing. So that's still part of the, I guess we're still technically in the tutorial at this point. But yeah. All right, so there's waves in this, similar to Ultra Impact, where there's definitely waves in Ultra Impact. There's waves in Grand Cross as well. So this is wave 1 of 3. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to use our special skill apparently right off the back, but it is an attack all with this Yuno. So we'll go ahead and do that. I believe it's an attack all, I should say. The animation is so good, guys. You got to appreciate the animation, right? Like, this is at 30 frames, dude. Not even the full 60 frames we could get, but I digress. Okay, here we go. We want to target the great enemy, of course. Did that was an attack all, was it not? It just did more damage to the wolf. Maybe I'm seeing things, but I'm pretty sure that's what that was. All right, we'll use our wind cutter. And this, yep, kill. Oh, another attack. Oh, you know what? Yuno is good. Yuno is very good for an SR. Okay. Okay. It's really kind of weird to me that they throw you into this, you know, experience without letting you do any summons first, which is fine. I'm okay with this because I'd love getting into the game before we've even looked at the summon menu or anything like that. This is very cool. Okay. So I think this is telling us about the bond skill. Yep, that's what this should be right here. So let's go ahead and use that and see how it goes. Alright, so Asta and Yuno fighting together. Guys, it's so nice. It's so nice. Another tidbit of news that's going to be useful later on. It's not really useful right this second, well, with where I'm at, is but there are replayable elements to the story and stuff like that. And so with the replayable elements, when you need to grind things, there is a speed up system to like make it go faster. So you can do like 3 times speed. So that's also a nice thing to note, and something that makes this game, like, they have added this is a fully polished game out the gates for a gacha game. And honestly, I'm loving it. It's so great. Okay. We'll go ahead and we'll go against the great enemy. So great enemy's dead. Damage the other 2. Perfect. Go ahead and go against him. That was a single target, but massive damage as a single target attack. The bear barely does any damage to us because we're just Giga Chads, you know, we're awesome. Alright, and then we'll just kill Watasta. And dead. Beautiful. Like, as you can see, combat, not anything too complicated. Pretty straightforward and simple. The main thing about combat that makes it difficult is, I think, more building your characters, one, and figuring out the best like bond character to run with your character, because there's different bond effects depending on the characters that you're running together and stuff like that, which can help you in certain scenarios. So very, like, almost very scenario driven game wise, which is cool. All right, we continue through the tutorial. Let's try to get through this. Yep. All right, take me here. Take me away, a secret place. Okay. So chapter 1, I think we're officially on chapter 1 now. I think hopefully we're officially done with the tutorial. Let's see if it's gonna let us do things yet. Okay. So this is the summon menu right here. We can't do that yet. I think this is okay. The story. We'll look at our story missions and stuff like that. Shoot, what am I doing? Just let's translate this. A super useful page to translate. Let's do this. All right, so translating this page here. Once again, all this will be on my Twitter, so if you guys want the translated pages so you don't have to do it yourselves, it'll make it a little bit easier for you. Save it as capture 4 and save. All right, now we go back to Google Translate. Capture 4. All right, so this is what the menu looks like. You have your item list, you have your mage. It didn't translate that one for whatever reason. You have your shop, you have your gacha, which is, you know, where you summon. We already have 240 of these just after getting through the tutorial, which is good. I think it's 500 per summon, maybe. I don't know. I'll have to take a look when we actually unlock the summon menu. You have your challenges, you have your arena, your PvP. I believe you unlock that after chapter 3, and we're on chapter 1. So that's useful information. You have your quest log. You have your rankings. You have, what is that? Let's see. You have your team management screen, so we still can't access that yet. You have your knights. It doesn't look like settings are anywhere in here, which is kind of, okay, so where are settings becomes the question, but okay, anyways, that was helpful. So let's continue from there. Exit out of that. And what did I just click? Okay, that's the world map. Okay, that's the world map. Good to know. It takes you to the world map there. Let's see. What do we got here? Let's try. Let's try this. Let's take a look. Let's take a look here. Okay. 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 Okay, gifts. It looks like you can give him. And these are the rewards you get. Okay. Okay, we just got 10 for getting him to level 1, right? And then if you increase their level, you get 30 right here. These are what you use to summon. Once again, we have 250 already. So you get 30 right there if you keep increasing it, right? So what these are, before I explain how many more of these you get. What these are is these are going to be used, to my knowledge, to level up your characters and make them stronger, and essentially I believe I could be wrong here, like get them from SR to SSR and SSR to UR and so on and so forth, stuff like that. I believe that's how that works, and they're free to play, and you get them by just leveling up your bonds, essentially is what this page is. And so we go ahead and keep going down. You get 30 from up here. As you continue downwards, you get 50, another 60, 70, 80, and 120. So a bunch of free gems just for working on your characters. Okay, and this is for every character. This is just Asta right here, so that's really, really cool. So let's go ahead and let's translate this page too, just so we know how the bond page is looking here. Save as, we'll save it as capture 5. Switch back to our, whoa, where'd my mouse go? I lost my mouse for a second because it's tiny on the screen up here for whatever reason. Okay, so we'll switch back to the internet tab. Zoom back out real quick. Browse your computer. Capture 5. All right, let's see. So we have profile, presents, right, that you give, and you need to probably earn those. You can probably buy those. I don't know. Give them to Asta, and then as you level up your trust or whatever you want to call this, you have to reach 571. Then you'll get more of these and whatever other rewards were there that you guys saw. So there you go. Very cool. We move. All right, I still have yet to find the settings, so I'm guessing I'm just dumb. Let's move on with the story and just we'll continue. We'll continue here until we unlock at least the summoning menu. I think we got to go. So we'll go until we unlock the summoning menu, and then we'll end off this video after we unlock the summoning menu, right? So this is like your beginner's guide. This is completely a beginner's guide right here. Hopefully some helpful, useful tips for you guys. And then I'll be doing a separate video where we do our first set of summons, because there is a reroll summon. And if you haven't checked out my reroll guide yet, go check that out, because that'll help you out a lot with figuring out which characters to summon for. And if you don't agree with my opinions, you know, there is a website that gives you the kits of most of the characters. Granted, they are the beta kits, but you know, they're relatively right, and by the time you look at the site, whenever you're watching this video, they may be updated to the new kits in the game, so hard to say. All right, continuing with the story. All right, so we're picking herbs, it looks like, for this mission. I don't know. No clue what's going on. I'm just enjoying the graphics. I'm along for the ride. As you can see, it looks like still part of the missions we're going through. Okay, and one more. We have 85. I believe this is our stamina right here. 85 stamina, so that's good. We can skip the story. I'm super hyped for that when it comes out on global, though. It'll be great. 80 more of those, which is nice. So we're at 330 already. Just playing through the beginning of the story gives you a lot, which is cool. Okay, well, we can skip through this. Don't need all this. Yep. Great. The story tickets I was talking about, just so you guys have a reference, are these right here. I have 4 out of 6. They refresh on a timer, apparently. You might be able to get them in another way. Not sure yet. I'm pretty sure you can buy them with actual money. And then you can also buy them with gold right here. You'll be able to buy more. So that's another thing you can do. All right, continue. All right, so this is about our... Are we doing the summon right now? Is it wanting us? Is this our reroll summon? Is this our reroll summon? Okay, well, we might have made it to the reroll summon. In that case, that might be it for this video, guys. And we'll do a separate video re-rolling. So if you guys enjoyed the tutorial / intro video, please go down there, leave a like. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed, because I am trying to reach 10,000 by the end of the year, and leave me some comments if any of this was helpful. Leave me some comments if you guys need any other information, if there's something you need to know, and I'll try to answer it in the comments. Thanks for watching. Peace.